A few months ago, I had a really big decision to make of my summer plans. Last summer, I went to Kanakuk K7. I was a counselor and a kitchen worker, and I went on a mission trip. But in looking at this summer's plans, it's kind of my last summer before I enter the real world. And so my thoughts were that this would be my last summer kind of with my family and my friends. And so I just didn't know what to do with my summer. I just prayed for the Lord to tell me exactly what to do. Like, I wanted a clear answer, I wanted a sign. And feeling that the Lord really wasn't kind of responding to my prayer, I just decided to change my prayer. Instead of praying for, Lord, like, show me what you want to do, I started praying that the Lord would just use me for that summer. But honestly, it kind of turned into like use me now, because it happened very quickly. Like, he would just use me in random situations. Like right after that prayer, like a few days later, I would just be in like the Chick-fil-A line. I was on my phone and I just felt the Holy Spirit tell me, like, get off your phone, like, what are you doing? There's somebody right beside you that you can talk to. And I was like, okay. And it was just a short conversation, but it was like very fruitful and encouraging to her. And who knows what that could have done for her day, just that little bit of kindness. And then literally like the next day, I was in a Starbucks line and I felt the same feeling. I was just sitting there waiting on my order, and there was this girl right beside me. And you know, that kind of awkward tension, like we're just sitting there waiting. And then we just get to talking. It was really short, but like it made her happy and it made me happy just to have that conversation with her. Then there's another kind of story. I started CrossFit all by myself. I walked in by myself. I did my little like nervous skip signing up, but there was this girl there, and it was during 21 days of prayer and fasting. And I was telling her like why I came to the 8 a.m. I was like, I'm already up. I've been up for your 6 a.m. like prayer and fasting. And she's like, oh, what is that? And so she actually starts coming to prayer and fasting like with me. It was great. And then she started coming on Wednesdays, and then she actually went to the women's retreat. So it was really awesome just to have that opportunity to like share that with her and get her more involved in church. And she's actually been coming on Sundays too. All of this was happening, and just tying it back to my summer plans, I just realized that God really could use me wherever I was. That if I go home this summer and just spend time with my family and my friends, that He's gonna use me there wherever I am. And so that's what I decided to do, because I had faith that God would use me in the mundane things. So this week, I want to encourage you to just pray that God would use you in the mundane things, that He would use you in the everyday life, that you would also be sensitive to His voice, because that's where true life is found, when we're in the middle of the will of God. Because God's not only going to use you at camp, He's not just going to use you on a mission trip. Like, He's going to use you in your everyday life. So you just need to be aware and sensitive to what He's calling you to do, and not just go through your everyday life doing your regular things, but just be aware of little things that you can do to glorify Him every day.